Welcome back, everyone. Today I've got a haul to show you from Pens, Blick, and Walmart. So today, first I'm going to show you, I guess it looks like I'm showing you this Kaweco Pearl ink. This is from Pens, and I wanted to get this so that I could put it in my new fountain pen that I also bought from Pens, which is this TWSBI, and it's the mini diamond ink. No, not that mini diamond ink. Let me tell you what it is. It's the TWSBI Diamond Mini Clear Fountain Pen, extra fine nib. And I got this because I already own a TWSBI in the Eco. And I really like it. I really like the large capacity that it has and the piston mechanism for the ink. And I like the screw-on lid. It doesn't post, but this pen is a little bit large, and so I wanted to get a little bit smaller one. The nib is large, and also just the pen itself is large. So this is the Diamond Mini, and you can kind of see the size difference there. It's probably a little bit less than an inch shorter than the Eco, but in diameter, if you look at the caps, it's quite a bit skinnier. And the ink is less too, but I think it's going to hold plenty of ink for me. I really like the TWSBI Eco because I can keep this capped and unused for weeks and maybe even a few months, and the ink is still usable. This is the 1.1, I think it's called the italic nib, or maybe sometimes I think they're called a stub nib. And the mini diamond I got was an extra fine. And they might not look totally different, but I think you can really tell when you write with them. So that's the extra fine. And then this is the stub. The stub is fun because it kind of gives some flair to your writing and you don't have to do anything to get the flair. But you can see how much smaller this is. This cap does post on the back. My Eco one doesn't post, or if it does, I don't know how it does. But with the cap posted, it's the same length as the Eco. And it feels really good in my hand, and I don't know, I just really like it. But you can tell how tiny it is with the cap off. And then the ink that I have in the mini is this Kaweco Pearl Black, and I bought that because I wanted another water-soluble black ink. The one that I have in the Eco is supposed to be water-soluble, but I don't think it moves very well. This paper is Rhodia paper, if you're wondering. But that's the ink I have in the Eco, and I can show you. That's this one here, the Pearl Noir by J. Herbin, which I really like the ink, but I wanted it to be more water soluble than that, because I really like to draw things and then add a little bit of shading just with the water in the pen. So you can see how that one moves a lot easier than the, what is it, the J. Herbin. So that was what I got from Pens. One of the, well, no, two of the things. The next thing that I got was a Hobonichi Weeks. And I believe in my first haul I was saying I wasn't really a planner type person, but I'd like to be one. But I think I'm more of a to-do list person, so after researching all the different kinds of planners, I kind of decided on trying the Hobonichi Weeks because I'm more of a to-do list person. I just write down the things I need to do for the day or even for the week, and I thought this layout would suit that style best. And then let me tell you what this is exactly called. This is called the Hobonichi Techo Weeks English, and the color is Celeste Blue, a 2024 January start. And it doesn't come with this plastic cover. I ordered the plastic cover as well because the fabric cover is, I don't know, I think it's sort of delicate. And so I bought the plastic cover, which I think was around $4. And let's see. So it comes with some monthly layouts in the front. And then there's weekly layouts. And the days of the week start with Monday and they go horizontally, and then there's a full notes page on the right side. And then the one obviously is for January, and it goes all the way through 12. And then in the back there's a bunch of notes pages. I believe this is the Tomo, I don't know how you say it, Tomo River paper. There's some recipes, an interview with myself, my 100. It says that you can put anything that you want to read, or a movie you want to watch, or things you have watched or read, restaurants you've been to or want to go to. A favorite section, which here you can circle a movie, a book, music, food, a shopping bag. I think those are clapping hands, so maybe if you went to an event. Using things around you to measure size. So just kind of a lot of little fun facts. So we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, it's okay. I think I can repurpose it for other things. It's a little bit smaller than my Traveler's Notebook cover, so it's going to fit in there really well. It's thicker, but the overall size is smaller, so it's going to fit in there with my other inserts perfectly. So I will let you know how that goes. Oh, also, for this week's, I'm probably not going to use the TWSBI in there. I bought another one of the Uniball Signo DX 0.38 size. I have a few of these. I really like this ink. It's really small, but it writes really smoothly. It isn't scratchy at all. And this ink is waterproof, or maybe it's water resistant. I don't remember, but I have put water on it and it doesn't move. So I really like that. I can use that for drawing when I don't want the ink to move. Oh, see, I'm catching. Well, no, maybe that's moving, but I don't know. You have to let it dry. So let me dry that so it doesn't make a mess on the other side. Okay, so that's the Hobonichi Weeks. I doubt I'm going to do anything fancy in here. Maybe I'll put some stickers and stuff, but I don't know. I'll probably forget to do that. And then, let's see. And then I got my Blick order. And from Dick Blick, I got 2 more pan pastel colors. I got raw umber and yellow oxide. I kind of thought this raw umber would be more brown. It's really kind of more of an olive green, and maybe I just don't know what raw umber looks like. But, and then I got this yellow oxide because I needed a yellow ochre type color. So I got those, and I'm going to swatch everything in a minute. And then I got the Derwent Shade and Tone Mixed Media Set. And this one comes with the swatch card and 12 colors and a little water brush. And you've probably seen these sets before, but the water brush comes with this stopper, and that is because this water brush does not fit in here when it's assembled. It's too long because of this little compartment here. So you kind of have to store it in here with a stopper, and then you can keep it all in there. So that's a little bit annoying, but it doesn't bother me too much. Usually I end up bringing a different water brush anyway, and I never even get around to using that one. So then with that set also came 3 pencils. they gave you a Derwent Onyx, which they said is darker than a 9B, and it only comes in 2 shades, medium and dark. So it's just graphite. And then they also gave you a Derwent drawing pencil in the color terracotta, which I really like these coloring pencils. I have the whole set. They're in a muted tone, just like this, but there's a few more other colors like greens and blues and stuff, but they would go well with this set, I think. And then they also included a 3B graphite pencil, which I can't find right now, but it's just a basic 3B pencil. And we will swatch that in a second. And then, this is kind of a side note, I also got at Burlington Coat Factory, I got this set of 12 gouache colors from Arteza. It's in the C tones for $5.99. I thought that was a really good price. They're student grade paints, so I wouldn't trust them for any like serious work that you're going to sell, but for anything beyond that, I think they're pretty nice. And the colors of that are titanium white, Naples yellow, violet, Prussian blue, ultramarine, sky blue, Aegean blue, cerulean blue, Floridian green, deep green, latte brown, and noir. And then the last thing I got is probably the thing I know the least about. I got this Color Meditation deck by Lisa Solomon, and I just liked the idea of it. It comes with this little book, and it says 500 plus prompts to explore watercolor and spark your creativity. And then this book has some color theory, some materials that she recommends, and then information on how to use this deck. And I haven't really read, I've skimmed this a little bit, so I don't exactly know how to use it, but I just like the idea that they were cards, because cards are fun. Anyway, I think there's 12 parameter cards, and then there's also cards that are just prompts, like single brush mark, tangled and abstract, hexagon. And then there's examples on the back of kind of what she did, but she does say to just do whatever you want. Like if something gives you an idea, then just go with that idea. You don't have to do it exactly like she is doing it. But anyway, I thought these would be fun as kind of a warm-up, or if you guys want to do this together on a live stream or something, let me know in the comments. And by the way, if you haven't liked and commented or subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it. And let's see. So anyway, that is all of those cards. It comes with that book and a nice solid hard case. All right, so now I'll start swatching this stuff. We already did the fountain pens, so I won't do that again. But we'll do the Derwent set here. This first color is an Inktense, and that's Mars Orange. This is Inktense, Sanguine or Sanguine. How do you guys say that? Always lean towards saying sanguine, but I don't know if that's dumb. So Venetian Red, that's an Inktense. This is an Inktense also. This one is Sepia. And then Graphitint. This is a Graphitint in Autumn Brown, which looks really pink to me. And then Tinted Charcoal in Burnt Embers. And then Tinted Charcoal in Burnt Earth. That one's pretty light. And then Inktense in Sepia Ink. Graphitint in Graphite Gray. That's very light also. And then Pastel Shade in Storm Gray. I'm not sure what pastel shade means. I think it might be from their pastel watercolor set. If you know, let me know in the comments. Inktense in black. And then maybe I'll do white once those dry a little bit. Okay, and then here are the pan pastels. I can't find my soft tools that go with those, so I'm using a packing peanut. This is the yellow oxide. And here's the raw umber. Those aren't quite dry, but I think you can layer over these colors in the Derwent set. Create some cool effects there if you like mixed media. And who doesn't like mixed media? It's so fun. Some of it's wet. And if you haven't tried the pan pastels, try a couple of the colors. Each one's only about $5 or $6, but they go a really long way. If you like the look of pastels, soft pastels, but you don't like the scratchiness, you might like these because they're not scratchy at all. It does sound scratchy, but that's just because I'm using this packing peanut. Oh, whoa, that one was super wet. But I think you can use these wet. So there's those, and then we'll do the pencils. Here's the Onyx pencil. Yeah, it looks pretty dark. And then the terracotta drawing pencil. These are just so creamy. The drawing pencils also work really well with odorless mineral spirits. If you want like a soft, more softer blended look, because they're pretty waxy. I don't actually know the wax content, but they feel waxy. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.